such a drag. Every day he'd eat the same kind of food, dress the same, sit in front of the same kind of games. Yeah, he was just that kind of guy. But then one day he goes and kills us all. He couldn't even be original about the way he did it. I'm not complaining. I was dying of boredom anyway. But guess what? I will be coming back, and I'm bringing my new toys with me.
Konami, a video game company that spawned multiple classics that helped build the foundation of the video game industry. Castlevania, Metal Gear, Silent Hill, and Contra are some of their most famous franchises. I remember seeing the old Konami logo during the era of Game Boys and PlayStation 1 and thinking, oh shit, this is gonna be good. And it was definitely going to be, but nowadays we don't see much of Castlevania and Silent Hill. So what happened? Hey guys, I was looking at news from the Tokyo Game Show 2019 hoping for announcements of games I'm a fan of. Then I saw the word Castlevania. The post was in Japanese because I was looking at it on Twitter, so I didn't know what it was and I got excited. I've been very fond of Castlevania since Super Castlevania 4 that I played on my neighbor's SNES when I was a kid, and it's raining. I translated the post on Google and found out it's actually just a mobile game spin-off thing based off the Castlevania series. The title was Castlevania Grimmer of Souls. It was, okay. From the footages I've seen, the gameplay was the same as 2D Castlevania. You still move on a 2D plane, jump, attack, and use skills. I've actually known about it for a while, but the last time I heard about it was so long ago that I forgot about it entirely. Not really the new Castlevania game I'm looking for, but hey, you can play as characters from other Castlevania games like Alucard or Shanoa, which is nice. I'm assuming this is gonna be some kind of gacha game where you spend premium in-game currency to get more characters, which bugs me a whole lot because gacha means the game is going to be centered around microtransaction, which is okay for a mobile game. But think about it, the last time we got a Castlevania game was 5 years ago with Lords of Shadows 2, and now we're getting this? One of the pioneer series of video games watered down to a mobile game. Then again, this is Konami. We should be glad they even made a game that somewhat resembles the original series it was based on. I mean, look at what they did with Metal Gear. They lost Kojima, used the game to make dumbass spin-offs, canceled Kojima's Silent Hill. And that's another thing. The last time we got a Silent Hill game was 7 years ago. Holy shit. And yeah, Downpour was mostly hated by fans and critics, but it was still a Silent Hill game. A huge reason why the game was bad is because of technical incompetence. The game was barely playable at launch, and it took multiple patches to make the game achieve the bare minimum. But low frame rates and graphical glitches aside, the game itself was actually pretty good. The story was okay, the combat could have used more work, but to be fair, Homecoming had worse combat. And most importantly, Downpour was fun. You can actually look at the game and say, hey, this is a Silent Hill game. Unlike, Book of Memories. Although I do understand why Castlevania and Silent Hill had to be put on hold. The last games in their respective series received less than stellar reviews. What I don't understand is why did Konami have to cancel Silent Hills? Why are we getting a mobile Castlevania game? Why can't Konami just make a classic Metroidvania? Look at Bloodstained. It's clear that the fan base for Metroidvania games is still huge. We don't deserve these games, and I have no right to demand new games or talk shit about a mobile game that hasn't even come out yet. I'm just pissed off about how poorly the company is handling their beloved IPs. Even the original devs are pissed off. They all left the company. But maybe it's for the best. How else are we gonna get a new Metroidvania game like Bloodstained from Igarashi and weird shit like Death Stranding from Kojima if they haven't left? Anyway, Contra Road Corpse looks awesome. I take back everything I said. Konami's the second coming of Jesus.